We're talking about Kamma and Rebirth. So this is a second part. Last week I talked about what is Kamma, what is the Buddhist definition of Kamma. And also when we talk about Kamma, we have a 10 unwholesome actions. We have to know that 10 unwholesome actions. Because of greed, because of hatred, because of delusion, we are doing unwholesome activities, just like killing, stealing, engaging in sexual misconduct like that. So we have a 10 type of unwholesome actions. 10 type of unwholesome actions. So that is, we can call it akusala kamma, unwholesome kamma. The opposite of akusala kamma is called kusala kamma. If you are not killing, if you are not stealing, if you refrain from killing, stealing, engaging in sexual misconduct, etc., so that will be called kusala kamma, wholesome kamma. So we are talking about this. So last week we finished killing and also avoiding killing. So today we will start with the stealing, ordination. Stealing is one of the 5 precepts. Stealing, abstaining from stealing is one of the 5 precepts. If you are not stealing, if the society who do not steal, who refrain from stealing, they will get security of property. Your property will be safe. So it is said that when you drop something in Japan, you will get back. Almost 99%, because the people in Japan, so they refrain from stealing. They don't want the property of other people. They will return. They were trying to find out who is the owner of that property. And if they cannot, then they will give it to police station, and police will find out. Because society, people in Japan, so they trying to refrain from stealing, ordination. Therefore, the country has security of property. Here also in Singapore, if you drop, likely you will get back. Because most people here also refrain from stealing. And they have a moral conduct to return something that they do not belong to. So society who keep this precept, this moral conduct, refraining from stealing, so they will have a security of property. Actually, this is the benefit of keeping precept, having moral conduct. So of course, in as a country, as a society, not only you get advice and teaching, instruction from religions, and also the government will lay down rules and regulation not to steal, at least not to steal property of other people. So therefore, this also very important, stealing ordination. If you steal, so that means you are doing unwholesome kamma. So let's talk about stealing according to Sutta, Chonda Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya. When the Buddha said that He takes what is not given. He takes what is not given. What is not given. It's a type of stealing. Normally, the other party will not give you, but you take it. That is the type of stealing. He steals the wealth and property of others in the village or forest. In the village or forest. Not only in the village, not only in the cities, in the forest as well. So here, in the village or forest, everywhere. It is idiomatic expression. So you do not, if you are stealing the property of other people, everywhere, you're breaking seal. So in the forest, you may think that nobody here, then you're trying to steal it. Actually, forests belong to the country. If you steal it, that is, you're breaking seal. If you cut the trees without permission from government, that is a type of stealing in the forest, anywhere. Even people do not see you, but you keep moral contact. You maintain moral contact. That you will not take what is not given. You come to temple, you see that beautiful flowers, and you want to take it, but you need permission. So for ethical people, they will come to management committee, or they will come to the monks and nuns, and they will say, may I pluck the flowers? May I pluck the mango fruit, like that. So nobody see you in the temple, beautiful flowers, you pluck it, and you take it. That is stealing. That's stealing. Anywhere. So therefore, in Singapore, it's very strict, very strict. You are not allowed to pluck the fruit. The tree in the roadside, and also the trees in the gardens. You are not allowed to do that. You'll be fine. So that is a moral. The breaking moral contact. Something you need to abide by. Stealing. So here all the same thing. Three forms of stealing. One takes what is not given oneself. You take it yourself. You steal it yourself. And you encourage others to do that. And you approve of taking what is not given. So when your friend is, if one of your family members is stealing, then you approve it. Even though you do not take yourself, you do not steal yourself, it is also one type of stealing. You steal it, you encourage others to do that, and also you approve. You agree. In the parliament, there is a discussion, and the government want to steal the property of other countries. And there is a discussion in the parliament. Then there is a voting at the end. There's a voting. Then you vote for favor. That is also you are a member of you commit stealing like that. So regarding with the stealing, so it is good to know. So there are many types of stealing. So here I want to point out some of them. So this number one is a stealing wine owner does not notice. Just like a cheating by using false weights. Then you are selling something. So it's supposed to be 1 kilo. But you're trying to make less than 1 kilo, but then less than 1 kilo, like that. Suppose you are selling cooking oil. It should be maybe 1.5 kilo, 1.5 kilo. But you're trying to steal by way of weight or measurement. So actually, this is a common practice. Actually, it is very common in the business, in the commercial world. So they're trying to deceive using many methods. So that is the unwholesome actions, akusala karma. So they are accumulating akusala karma. Then taking what is not given by force. So here, some people will take something by force. So you want to take. So when we are young, we normally bully our young brothers and sisters, and that is also a type of the type of stealing. Strong people, normally strong people, they bully the weakest, and they trying to take something from those people by force. That is also a type of stealing. Pasasha Vahara in Bali. And also by way of robbery, if you rob money from the bank, that's also a type of stealing. Buying concealment. So you steal an article, an object which was concealed earlier with the leaf. Then you like one object. Then why people are not looking at you, that you're trying to conceal that object. Then later you take it. So this is also one type of stealing. Stealing by changing lucky draw number. So actually, suppose you are organizing a farm fair. Then you lucky draw the other one of you, the other person, one person got lucky draw number. Then you try to you change with your wife, and also by changing the name. So you can steal by changing your name. Especially it have been in many places. Suppose you come to you attending the class, then your chair is not good. So your name is placed on that chair. Then you come early, then you change your name to a good place, a good chair, a good place. So the type of stealing, many type. Then, so this is a very common practice, stealing by evading tax. This is everywhere, every country. As a company, if you evade the government tax, any type of tax, That is a type of stealing. And also stealing by showing a sign such as a wink, nodding your head. When somebody say that, let's do it, let's take, let us steal the property of other people, that you nod your head. So that means you agree with that. And commanding others to take what is not given. So you tell one person to steal. So there's also another type of stealing. You encourage others to steal. So that is the ahus and kamma. There are many types of stealing. So if you engage any type of them, and any one of them, so you're breaking sila. You do ahus and kamma, akusala kamma. If you abstain from stealing, that is osankama, kusalaka. So now also you have a sila, moral contact. So here you can see what the Buddha taught. Having abandoned the taking of what is not given, he abstained from taking what is not given. This is stealing. He does not steal the wealth and property of others in the village or in the forest. So here, you may think that stealing and taking what is not given is the same. It's actually not the same. So if you take something from someone by force, you're not stealing, huh? You're not stealing. So, but it is what is not taken. So what is not given? Actually, that object is not given to you. You take it by force. Therefore, by using the word stealing and also another word for taking what is not given, they have a different connotation, different usage. So therefore, some people, many people do not want to use the word steal. So they just use taking what is not given. You refrain from taking what is not given. So this one for lay people. In Sāmaṇera Sutta, the Buddha talk about the practice or moral context that should be observed by monks. So here I want to compare a little bit different between the moral context followed by lay people and sila that the monk should follow. Slightly different. Having abandoned taking what is not given, he abstained from taking what is not given. This one the same. So here, accepting, expecting only what is given. So here's the different. As a lay person, you can ask. Can I take this one? Give me this one. Okay. But as a monk, so we supposed to be, we should be the one who accept and expect only what is given. So therefore, it decimines monastics, monks and nuns. So they will not ask. But there is one exception. If lay devotee invited you to ask for something, you can ask. For strangers, we are not allowed to ask. So we have to accept and expect only what is given. He lives, the man lives in honesty with the pure mind. Honesty. As a lay person, even though you're not honest, if you control your mind, not to steal, not to take what is not given, stay okay. So as a monastics, so we have to control, we have to try to be honest, So there is a slightly difference between monastics and lay people. So here, this is a second moral conduct. We should, as a lay person, we should train to abstain from taking what is not given. When the people give you, it is not stealing. But even people give you because they're afraid. They're afraid of you. You threaten somebody to give something. Even though they give you, it is also considered as stealing. So they must give. They must give you. Willingly, with the willingness. So if you take by force, by way of threatening, and by using trick, and an ethical way, that is a stealing. But as a decent person, if you expect only what is given, that will be the best. So if you are asking too much from your parents, no good. No good. If you are asking many things to your friend, also not good. If you are asking so many things, they will not like you. If you can, they will run away. So therefore, asking too much, a lot of demands also not good. Accept and expect only what is given, will be the best. Okay, any question for this precept? Regarding with the stealing. No question. Okay, no question. We'll go to next one. Sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct. If people in your environment are engaging sexual misconduct, dangerous for your family. They will destroy your family life. So therefore, to abstain from sexual misconduct also important. So you will get security of family life. If you are engaging in sexual misconduct, your family life will be destroyed. There will be no happiness in your family, a lot of sadness, a lot of unhappy experiences. So therefore, by refraining from sexual misconduct, not to engage in sexual misconduct, and also faithful to your spouse, so your family life will be secure, security of family life. So therefore, refraining from sexual misconduct. Okay. So here we talk about what the we will study what the Buddha taught for the sutras. The Buddha explained sexual misconduct. He engages in sexual misconduct he has sexual relationship with the women who are protected by their mother, their father, their mother and father, their brother, sister, relatives, who are protected by their Dhamma brethren. Dhamma brethren. So here, highlight here is who are protected. But here, you may see that the Buddha referred to the man. He has sexual relationship with the women. You might think that it is not for women, for men. But of course, even right now, male-dominated society. At the time of the Buddha, women normally stay at home. Men, they will go out. They will they will make money. They will do, they will go out to make money. So therefore, even though it talk about only for men, so we have to understand. Actually, the commentary mentioned for women also, especially for men. So if he has a sexual relationship with the women who are protected, so there is no age limit. So here you will not find any age limit. So according to current rules and regulations, in Singapore, 80, right? If a girl is above 80 or how many? Do you have any exact age? 80? Maybe some countries above 80, some country 60, like that. So they are free from their parents. So they have a free choice. So if a man have a sexual relationship with such women, may not be sexual misconduct. So here, who are protected? Who are protected? By their mother, father, mother and father, brother and sister, relatives who are protected by their Dhamma brethren, as a nuns. So they are protected by their nuns, their Dhamma brethren. And also, who has a husband? So if this one is quite clear, who has a husband? The woman who has a husband. The women whose violation entails a penalty. So suppose the king or the ministers or one of the rich person said that if you have sexual relationship with this lady, then you will be fine. You will be fine. Such one. Even with one already engaged, when someone has engagement, then if a man has a sexual relationship with the women, then breaking seal. So actually, the society is male-dominated society. Therefore, so here the Buddha is playing on using taking example of a male. So that means if a man have a sexual relationship with the woman who is protected, it is sexual misconduct. There's no age limit. especially who have a husband, and also who is already engaged. So such way, even though she is, even though she is a single, if she is already engaged with one of the men, then it's considered as a sexual misconduct. But the commentary mentioned for women, especially for women, if you have a husband, if you have a owner, or if you have a, I want to say, the owner of your sex, you're breaking this precept. Even you know, even the hawk. So they, as a hawker, then she booked one night with the one man, and she have a sexual relationship with another guy, then she break the seal, because she has owner of her own sex for that night. So therefore, sexual relationship for women, if she has ownership for her own, so if she has a husband, or if she has a owner of her own, then that is called sexual misconduct. So here, sexual misconduct for man, if he has a sexual relationship with the woman who is protected by mother, father, relatives, etc., and who has a husband, even who is already engaged, that is a sexual misconduct for men. For women, if the woman is engaged, if the woman has a husband or the owner, one way or another, actually the commentary mentioned 10 type of wife, and 10 type of women. So as a man, when he commits sexual misconduct with the 10 type of wife and 10 type of women, so he commits sexual misconduct. As a woman, if she is one of the 10 type of wife, and if she is another 2 type of women, she commits sexual misconduct. Here, for men, more rules than women. So here also the same thing. Regarding there will be 3 forms of sexual misconduct. If you engage in sexual misconduct by yourself, then you encourage others to do so, and also you approve for engaging in sexual misconduct. If you are doing such type of sexual misconduct, you encourage others to do so, and you approve of it. You approve for engaging in sexual misconduct. So 3 forms of sexual misconduct. Okay, any question?
Yeah, Bhante, there's some question in the chat.
Okay.
Would you want us to read out, or you? Okay. The first one is marital sex considered a sexual misconduct?
As I earlier said that, so we have to look at current rules and regulations. So if, according to law, right? According to law, if somebody is about 18, it's considered as independent. So if they get, both of them are single, if they are about 18, then it may not be considered as a sexual misconduct.
Okay.
Because if you follow strictly, of course, if you follow strictly, it is the best not to do that, because so there is no precise rules and regulation protected by mother, father, parents, relatives, sister and brother. So even though he or she is about 18, so one way or another, he or she is protected by their parents, their relatives. If we take it like that, so it is a how we interpret. So it is a, for me, I think that if we look at the way, what is the interpretation of this precept, premarital sex, if you are 18, you know, I think that it is you're not violating sexual misconduct. But of course, if you are engaged in sexual misconduct, sexual relationship with another single who has a boyfriend or girlfriend, it may be considered as a sexual misconduct, improper sexual relationship, because he has girlfriend, she has a boyfriend. So that means must be faithful to their boyfriend or girlfriend. But of course, it is quite controversial. So for me, I think that if they are about 18, if both of them are single, I think it may not be violating this precept. Yeah.
Okay, Bhante, the next question is, what is the karma for a person, for example, a doctor who misbehaves with his patient?
Misbehave me under this sexual misconduct. Misbehave me. What?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the question is, what is the karma for a person, for example, a doctor who misbehaves with his patient? Maybe like, yeah.
I think there's no clarification specifically what it means.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, Sharon, you want to clarify what's your answer? What's your question, Sharon?
Yeah. So like sorry. So like for example, if the doctor were to make advances towards a patient who is actually an innocent person, but he knows that she's very innocent, so he just make advances towards her. Then, so what's the karma of such an action?
You mean touching the body like that?
Correct. Yes.
Take advantage as a daughter.
Yeah.
Of course, it is also considered as a misconduct. So as the daughter must be honest and also must control his bodily behavior. If necessary, of course, he can touch. He can touch. Sometimes he may take advantage of being a daughter. So actually, is a dishonest behavior, and it will make a lot. He will accumulate a wholesome karma anyway. At least. So the girl who was, dealing with him, maybe she may not come back. She may not come back. And also, so there are many Tautas who, the rumor separate. So who are, who are brought to the coach because of such, sexual harassment. So these are the benefit of unwholesome contact, miscontact. Yeah.
So Bhante, so in terms of this doctor, next time what will be his karma like when through the years he's been doing this kind of actions to his patients?
Oh, actually, at least he will lose self-confidence. Actually, it's quite natural. Those people, they will not believe themselves, and also he will encounter shameless, shameful consequences. So these are the benefit if even he can control, he can cover all these negative benefit, negative consequences. Of course, in the future, so he will in afterlife also he will he or she will have negative consequences. At least the energy of unwholesome karma, the energy of misconduct lie in his mind. Those people will not have a self-confidence. So they will be they will be always so they will have some kinds of self-blame. So they will not be self-esteem. They will be blaming themselves because of that. Lost confidence.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bhante, the next question is, can give example of a violation entails a penalty?
Oh, that is a suppose as a king. Normally they will select some beautiful women to be his consort. So that there will be rules and regulation. If somebody have such a relationship with this women, then you will be killed like that. You'll be killed. So if somebody, even though the king do not know, so if you have a sexual relationship with such a woman, it is sexual misconduct because so that woman has the owner is the king. Similarly, in day-to-day example, suppose maybe underage girl nowadays. So there is the law. If you engage such a misconduct with the underage girl, then there will be punishment or penalty. So that such type of women. Okay, yeah.
Bhante, there's a following question. So the question is with regards to perverse sex. So this is like actions that are considered to be legal, but it may be considered more perverse. The example given is oral sex, because in Mahayana Buddhism, oral sex is considered a sexual misconduct. So what's the Theravadan view on this?
oral sex. Actually, it is not mentioned clearly, Tirabara. The one thing in Vinaya text, Vinaya say as a Buddhist man, so we should have sexual intercourse three places. Mouth, like the oral sex, and also the other two places below. So any of these hold, if the man engage sexual intercourse, he will become he no longer a Buddhist man. So only it is mentioned only for monks, monks and nuns. For lay people, for me, as far as I know, there's no mention about it. Only so as we have earlier said that as we have learned, if somebody is protected, and also somebody has his spouse, only then, so there is sexual misconduct. So if you look at this, the sutras, and then you can guess what is the sexual misconduct.
There's actually another question regarding rape. So this person asked, in a rape case, the rapist is considered to be committing sexual misconduct, but what about the victim?
Rape, right? Rape. Of course, yes. You take sex blindfolds, so that is a misconduct, improper contact. We can consider as a. But for the victim, actually no sexual misconduct. And yeah, as a victim, no sexual misconduct.
But Bhante, maybe we take the last question on this sexual misconduct before we go on to the next topic. And
Okay.
is for boyfriend and girlfriend having sexual misconduct, what will be the karma? Okay.
Let's say boyfriend and girlfriend. So I say boyfriend and girlfriend. I think it's not a sexual misconduct, according to my understanding, because according to law, right? According to law, above 80, if you are above 80, you're free, you're very independent, you can choose. You have a free choice. But of course, if you trying to control not to have any sexual relationship as a singer, the best you trying to control. And this, if you look at here, I mean, being protected. So I use the word araka in Bali, araka, because the araka means protection. If you are under 80, you are protected under the law. So here, I think in Buddhism, according to Trittapara, there's no mention of age. There's no just mention you are protected by your parents. Okay, so and let's continue. So sexual misconduct in Pali is Kamesu Mechachara. Earlier, you keep 5 precepts. Kamesu Mechachara is one of them. It is important because it protects your family. If there is one person who is always engaging in sexual misconduct, you have a worry about your family, your spouse. So that is because of that, those who always engage sexual misconduct or Kamma, it will destroy family life. So Kamma literally means practicing in a wrong way in sensual pleasures. In a wrong way. You practice in a, wrongly in sensual pleasures. So that means if you get married, you enjoy sexual relationship with your spouse. Okay, that's okay. You practice in a proper way, Right? If you engage sexual relationship outside of your marriage, that will be Kamma. I think in Mahayana they trying to interpret this one maybe. Practicing sensual pleasure in the wrong way. So oral sex, maybe they think that it is a wrong way. So here, I explain literal meaning of Kamma because I want to talk about taking intoxicants, drinking alcohol, using drugs, etc. It's called Sūramedaya Maccappamatata. Actually, in the 5 precepts, you keep 5 precepts. Recited this one. Sūramedaya Maccappamatata. It means indulging in liquor, wine, intoxicants. So the basis for heedlessness. If you indulge in liquor, wine, intoxicants, drug, etc. So you become heedless. You're not mindful. So for that reason, if you drink too much, then it's easier for you to do unwholesome actions. All type of intoxicants such as drug, opium, alcohol can also be taken into Sūramedaya. Any type of intoxicants like a drug, opium, alcohol can be added into Sūramedaya. Because of the mother tongue, the something that make you heedless, that make you unmindful. So that is called Sūramedaya Maccappamatata. So having the same nature, Sūramedaya is added into Kamma by commentator. Here, we talk about 10 unwholesome karma. But here, Sūramedaya, intoxicants, drinking alcohol, etc., not taken here. You will not find among the 10. So therefore, some people who drink alcohol, so they take an excuse. So drinking alcohol is not mentioned among the 10 unwholesome karma. Not mentioned. So therefore, they want to find excuse. So here, so according to commentator, or according to commentary, so here, drinking alcohol, using drugs, opium, etc., any type of intoxicants can be added into Kamma because you are practicing in a wrong way in sensual pleasures. So here, if you engage in sexual misconduct, so you are practicing sensual pleasure in the wrong way. One way your body. But if you drink alcohol, if you use drug, one way your taste. So by drinking alcohol, then you became heedless. Your mind became deluded. So because of that, so you make use of sensual pleasure in the wrong way. So therefore, drinking alcohol, using drug, also consider under the Kamisumecha. If you use drug, any type of intoxicants, then you become deluded. Your mind is not in norm. So therefore, drinking alcohol, using drug, and taking intoxicants, any type of intoxicants, can be added into Kamisumecha. So there's no excuse for drinkers. No excuse. If you drink, also unwholesome. Okay, so now we completed 3 bodily unwholesome karma. Killing, number 1. Number 2, stealing. Number 3, sexual misconduct. Along with sexual misconduct, we can take you use sensual pleasure in the wrong, Kamisumecha. So that can be 3 unwholesome karma under the bodily contact. Now we talk about 4 verbal actions. 4 verbal unwholesome actions. Number 1, telling lie. Do you have any question regarding with the taking intoxicants? Do you have any question? No question, eh? Okay. 4 verbal actions: telling lie, slandering, hard speeches, frivolous talk, or nonsense talk, or meaningless talk. So these are the 4 verbal actions. So it will harm you. It will harm other people. It is dangerous for you and dangerous for other people. Not good for you, not good for others. So therefore, it is called unwholesome. So these 4 we'll study later. We'll study in details in later part. So these 4 are called verbal actions because they generally occur through the door of the speech. Sometimes we tell lie by using our body. When somebody say, did you take my food? Then you took it. But you use your body, you do not say anything. Did you take my food? Then you say, let me know. Even though you use your body, consider as a telling a lie, right? So therefore, so those 4 unwholesome actions took place by way of speech. But sometimes you do with the body. But still it is considered as a verbal actions, unwholesome verbal action. Okay, number 1, telling lie. So I will use the soda, what the Buddha taught, what the Buddha explained. Here, someone speaks falsehood. Someone tell lie. If he is summoned to a council, to an assembly, to his relatives present, to his kind, or to the court, and question as a witness that. So, good man, tell what you know. Then, not knowing, he says, I know. Or knowing, he says, I do not know. Not seeing, he says, I see. Or seeing, he says, I do not see. Actually, just giving example, right? Giving example. So when you are summon in a code, without knowing, you say that I know. Knowing, you know that, but you say I don't know. Quite natural, human nature, right? Human nature. Thus, he consciously speaks falsehood. Consciously. That's very important. Consciously. Knowingly, you know that this is, you did that, you did this. But you say, I didn't do that. Knowingly, consciously. For his own it, for another saint, for some trifling only it. So you tell lie for your own sake. You tell lie for your children, for your friend, like that. That is a telling a lie, telling a lie. So here also, three forms of telling a lie. You tell lie, you encourage others to tell lie, and you approve, and you agree to tell lie. So actually, telling a lie is quite clear. It's quite clear. Normally, we tell lie because we want to get something. We tell lie. We expect that people will have a good impression too. Some people pose. Some people tell lie. So I am very rich, very rich. But actually, he or she is not very rich. Expecting that people who are listening to you will impress you like that. Some people pretend, even though they are knowledgeable, they are not knowledgeable. They pretend they are knowledgeable. They know many things. They know many things. And some people will pretend that, even though any type of lying, any type of lying. So that is called telling a lie. So you can use your speech. Mostly we use our speech, our mouth. So therefore we call it verbal actions. Sometimes you may lie by using your body or your language. But nowadays we comment in the social media. You're not telling with your mouth, but you're typing by using your body. You post, you write an article or you write something on the Facebook or Twitter. Even though you use your body, it's considered as a verbal action. Any type of, telling lie. So that is called you're breaking precept. Any type of lying. So here in Ambalatika Raula Varasota. So one time, you know that Venerable Rahula was a young sāmaṇera, a young novice monk. So he ordained at the age of 7, still very young. And he is very cute. And also he is obedient. He normally listens to senior monks. When somebody talk to him, get advice, he respectfully listen to them. And he followed their advice. He's very, very good monk. But one day, actually normally, the Buddha normally tells the monks in Rajagaha, Rajaka, they see many monasteries. Normally the Buddha reside in Vuluwana monasteries. So Vuluwana monastery is full of people, full of monks. So when people want to listen to the Dhamma, they come to the Vuluwana monasteries. Crowded, many people. So there is another monastery nearby. It's called Ambalatika, Mango Grove. Then that monastery is very quiet. Those who want to meditate, they normally go there. So one day, so normally the Buddha prays. The monks and nuns who always go there and meditate. So they are serious monks, and they like quiet place. They live with the mindfulness, concentration. Then Rahula know that if I go there, if I go to Ambalatika monasteries, the Buddha will praise me. And also many monks also, mind teachers, and also many monks also will praise me. Rahula, even though he's very young, he likes quiet place. Actually, there is loba in his mind. So therefore he go there and he stay there. And the Buddha knew that. Rahula is not honest. He went. So his teachers and the Buddha praise him. And the Buddha go there, and the Buddha give advice regarding with the telling lie. Rahula, when one is not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie, there is no evil. I say that one will not do. So here, actually, the way Venerable Rahula think in his mind is a type of lie. He went to forest monasteries not because he really went to meditate there, but so if I go there, my teachers and the Buddha, they will praise me. Clever Rahula. So even such type of thinking, the Buddha say, deliberate lie. And the Buddha said, therefore, Rahula, you should train this. I will not utter a falsehood, even as a joke. Normally we crack joke, we make a lot of joke. So some of the joke are not true. So we think that it is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Actually, the Buddha said that I will not utter a falsehood, even as a joke. For normal people, not easy, of course, but we have to be very mindful. Even when we are making a joke, so there shouldn't be telling a lie. Suppose that you tell your friend, so I'm bought some durian for you. Suppose you talk to your friend, I will come to your house and I bring in durian. Let us eat together. Actually, you are telling a joke. You are making a joke. So you are not going there, but you just want to tell you just want to make your friend happy. It is also a type of telling a lie. So even making a joke. If you refrain from telling lie, if you tell the truth, so you have a moral contact. What happens is if somebody is telling a lie very often, people will not believe you. People will not believe you. Even there are some people who want to tell lie, who want to use type of telling lie. They don't have that quality, but they tell lie, hoping that the listener, that the people were impressed. So therefore, any type of telling lie will tarnish your reputation. So if you control not to tell lie, if you practice telling the truth, then you are trustworthy. People will believe you. Normally, some people make an appointment. We will meet together in the 10 a.m. in the morning, 10 a.m. Then you tell your friend, so let us meet. The current point of view, 10 o'clock. Then your friend go there at 10 o'clock. Then you are late for 30 minutes. So you arrive there 10:30. One time okay, one time should be okay. Then you make an appointment, you already late. Then there will be no trust. Even though you say we'll meet 10 o'clock, then your friend will not believe you. So he will definitely will be late. It's a type of, a type of lying. So it's very, very sad. So the point here is, if you refrain from telling a lie, any type of telling a lie, any form of telling a lie, then you will be trustworthy. You will have a good reputation. If you say something, people rightly believe. You keep your promise. And you go the places in right time, on time. You make an appointment, you go there on time. That is also keeping promise. Is a moral contact. You're not telling lie. You do according to your promise. It is important. Abstinence from telling lie. As a monk, actually in Sāmaṇera Sutta, the Buddha say actually is another, a little bit different for monks. For their devotee, if you are not telling a lie, if you tell the truth, okay. As a monk, having abandoned false speech, he abstains from false speech. He speaks only the truth. He adheres to truth. He stands trustworthy and reliable. If he says something, he will do exactly reliable and also trustworthy. So as a lay person also, so if you tell the truth, so if you try to maintain your promise, agreement, then you'll be reliable and trustworthy. So that is quite natural. Therefore, if you always tell lie, your reputation will be tarnished. People will not believe you. Even though you say many times, they will not believe you. Those who do not tell lie, who keep their promise, who keep their agreement, who maintain their agreement, then even they say one time, people will respect you and they will believe you. So therefore, within two company or two agents. If you have a trustworthy, if you are trustworthy, and then even without any contract, you can do business because you keep this precept. You keep this precept. But here, many people think that without Italian line, you cannot do business. You cannot do business. Many people think that. Of course, most of the people are telling a lie one way or another. But if you do not tell a lie, so if you tell the truth, people will believe you. In the long run, you can get a good business and stable business, as well as you have a pure consciousness, pure mind, and also, so your conscious will always say you have a good conscience, no regret, no remorse regarding with the business. Okay, any question regarding with the telling line? This precept. No question?
No, there's no question.
Okay, then let's continue next one.
Bhante, actually, I have one.
Okay.
May I know what is the karma? Let's say if you have colleagues who tell untruth, so that to present themselves in a good light, to make themselves appear very smart, and because she can also speak very well. So when she speaks, she can even actually turn the information to sound like what she's saying is really true. So what's the karma of such? Let's say to speak such that you get people into trouble, or in a way it's like bullying others also.
Yes, actually it is, there are many types of deceiving other people, and also by using misinformation, and also manipulating, twisting, right? Twisting.
Yes.
So this is also a type of telling lie. But even though she may be successful in the business, when her business partner find out, her lies, telling lie, so they will not believe her. They will not believe her. At least her family members, because her family member know what is the state of mind. So no respect to who is always cheating, always lying, telling lie. If the mother is telling lie, the children know. They will not have a good impression toward their mother. If the children are lying, doing how to say, dishonest business, then parents and relatives, they know, and they will he will lose, confidence. So those people, dishonest people, unethical people, so normally, so their family life, they lost. Their family will not respect. They know that. Their mother is cheating, lying, and doing an unethical business. So these are the consequences of unwholesome actions. So I think we cannot. So she went, the effort of Kamma when we enter this life. So as I earlier said that if we are doing unwholesome things, there is a mental energy, negative mental energy. It will be, how to say, embedded in our mind stream. So suppose if we are cheating other people, so that negative energetic mind, energy of the mind will follow. So therefore, in Buddhism, and later I will touch on that, the last thought mode. Normally when we are going to die, so those wholesome actions or unwholesome actions reflect in our mind. Normally, so that we cannot lie. Even though she may be able to lie other people, deceive other people, she cannot deceive herself. She knows she is not ethical, she is not honest. So that is the negative effect of negative consequences of telling a lie, cheating.
Thank you.
Bhante, there's one question here. Are there exceptional cases where telling lies are acceptable?
No. I think she
White lies.
white line, refer to the white line. Of course, white line, normally people think that it is good. Then you don't want to tell, how to say, that information to your grandparents because she's going to die. You don't want to let this information know. Then you tell white lie. So here also, if you look at it seems that it's not a pity. Then I tell white lie to my grandmother for the sake of well-being, her own well-being. It seemed good. Suppose she is lying on the bed, going to die. She is expecting that her son is coming back from United States. She was expecting, she wanted to see her son before she died. Actually, her son is too busy, a lot of difficulties, cannot come to Singapore, cannot come back. But grandmother want to see her son. But if you tell your grandmother, your son cannot come back, will not come and see you, then your mother will, cry and also be very unhappy. Then she might die because of that. But in this occasion, in this incident, people normally tell white lie. And he is coming back. He's on the way. Like that. So telling a lie. When you look at on surface, seem all right. But there is negative consequences. Suppose, let's say, granddaughter, you tell your grandmother, oh, your son is coming back, my father is coming back, telling lie. Then your friend is sitting nearby, then he knows that you are telling lie to your grandmother. And that is a little bit of stress, You will lose certain degree of trust by your friends. So that is a negative consequence of telling a lie. Or of course, telling a lie to harm other people is it is a pity. It is a very big unwholesome karma. But if you tell a lie, knowing that it is not true, it is still unwholesome karma. Of course, small one. small one. But here, you can use the Bodhayuttava Upaya Kosan. Actually, in Mahayana, you always use very often Upaya Kosan, skillfulness in speech. Skillfulness in speech. Suppose your father cannot come, and your grandmother want to see. Right? Without telling a lie, you can use skillful me. Like we are trying to make arrangement. Of course, you try your best to to tell your father to come to see your grandmother. So we are trying. Yeah, we are trying. We are on a process. We are on a process. To come and see to see your son like that. So that is a skillful me. Normally, I will give you one example. Daily, actually, I think even this example is quite clear. So we can use a lot of skillfulness in speech. So in this way, you can avoid even telling a white lie. Suppose your friend is ugly. Normally, people like, you're beautiful. Even though she is ugly, if you still say you are beautiful, that means white lie. Because she is not beautiful. But instead of saying you're beautiful, we can use other languages. Other word, like you're very nice. You are lovely, like that. So we are trying to, using skillfulness in speech, right? Skillfulness in speech. If you say you are beautiful to ugly people, ugly girl, you are telling white lie. What you say is not true. But we can use other languages. You are smart. You're cute, like that. You're lovely. So these are the we call it upaya kosa, skillfulness in speech. So we should try to avoid even white lie as much as possible. But of course, there are many. Sometimes sometimes you might need to use white lie. Trying to reduce. So that is even telling white lie is considered unwholesome actions, unwholesome kind. Okay.
But they can say something. But
yeah,
beautiful is very subjective. Just like this brother say, Brother William say, like beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So to certain people, it may not be beautiful, but to that person that say that the person is beautiful, and he mean it, he may think that she's really beautiful, right?
If you think she is beautiful in your eye, okay, that's not a telling a lie. That's not a white lie. As you said that beauty is in the eyes of beholder. Yes. If you really think she is beautiful, he is handsome, you can tell. It's not a telling lie. It's not a white lie. But here you think that you know that he is ugly. Then you want something from this person, then you say, oh, you are very handsome. So that is a telling lie. So of course, even though sometimes, of course, some people think that even though she is ugly in our eye, but she may be beautiful in his eye. If you really think, Beautiful. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Bhante, do you have time for one last question before we move on?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here's this. How we are to react to people who are telling lies? Do we ignore that person and be very careful when working with this person? Correcting the person in front of everyone may be unpleasant and may make that person lost face. So how should you react actually?
Actually, here, so number 3 is hard speech, harsh speech. So if you are telling bluntly or directly, you are telling a lie. You are lying to me. You are telling a lie to me. So it's a hard speaking. So of course we have to use. We have to use a gentle way. So sometimes, of course, we need to ignore. But if it is so serious, sometimes you need to remind him what you said is not true. Of course, must be polite. But sometimes, even though we talk to them politely, they will take advantage. They will not listen to you. Then you need to use a strong word, strongly, very strong way, but without anger. So of course, sometimes, so as a boss, as a president or prime minister, they need to make a strong language, but without anger. So the moment we are talking strongly, then we'll be very careful on my mental state. Sometimes some dishonest people come to temple. They normally steal temple property, especially money. So they try to fish money from their donation box. So we know that he is a thief. But if we tell them, of course we tell them in a polite way, gentle way. First, we try to, as soon as he comes in, we normally go there and just walking. He cannot do anything. The second time, stay coming. Then we remind him not to do that. But stay coming, then we threaten. If you come again, we'll call you police. So that means the way we say may be strong, but shouldn't be motivated by anger. Sometimes we need to use we need to take strong actions. So actually, according to circumstances. So the thing is, so when you're talking, not motivated by anger or resentment. Of course, we need compassion. If it is possible, compassion, sympathy, understanding. Okay, next one is slandering. Pisuna vacha. Slandering or using divisive speeches. Nowadays, even the world. So there are many problems because of divisive speeches. The countries are using divisive speeches. Because of that, a lot of split. So here he speaks divisively. Having heard something here, he repeats it as well. So here in the mind, motivation is in order to divide. That is motivation, in order to divide those people from these. You got the news from this temple, then you share this piece of information you know from here. You give that information to people from another place, another organization. Intention is to divide people, to divide two places, two society, two countries, two families. So that's called divided speech. So therefore, Kamma is motivation. Motivation is called Kamma. Volition is called Kamma. Motivation, your motivation is very important. You know, you listen to the Dhamma from here, Dhamma talk from here, and you have a understanding. Then you share that Dhamma knowledge people from other places. But motivation is based on your compassion. Let them know the Dhamma, let them understand, and they will benefit from this understanding. But your intention is loving kindness, compassion toward your friend. You know the Dhamma information from here, then you share with someone from other place. Intention, motivation is by understanding the Dhamma, true Dhamma, then they can be happy and kind person. So here, the Kamma here. So here you get one information from here, then you share that information, whether it may be true or not true, even from other place. If your intention is to divide two temples, two society, two family, that's called slandering. Or having heard something elsewhere, he repeats it to these people in order to divide from those. Then you hear some information. This may be truth or false. Then you take people from here. Your intention is to divide people, two family, two people. Thus, he is one who divides those who are united. Two friends are united. Then you bring a piece of information. Oh, your friend is deceiving you. Your friend is making something wrong to you. It may be true, it may not be true. Your intention is to divide two people. And also two family, two society, two countries. So that is called divisive speech. If two people are divided, you accumulate a heavy unwholesome actions. A creator observations, one who enjoys passions, rejoices in passions, delights in passions, speak out words that create passions. So that if there are one or two people in the company, in your family, who make always division, they are creator of division. So by creating schism, division in the society, they get profit. If the two countries are fighting, they are divided, then you get the profit from their fighting. You sell the weapons, you got a lot of money. So that is also, if you create division among two countries, and they will fight, and you sell weapon, you say petrol, like that. So then you get profit from that, slandering. Any type of speech that create division within two people, group of people. So therefore, I think it is important not to use slandering speeches or divisive speeches. So actually, the opposite of this slandering speech is you say something that create unity. You trying to engage divided people. Then you're trying to be a mediator between two parties who are divided. So that is a moral contract. Two families, two neighbors, your neighbors. So they're divided. They are not talking. So you create something. You are mediator to create unity between two families, two neighbors, two families. Then that is a moral contract, sila. That is moral contract, sila. Okay, any question regarding with this slandering? No question. Eh? Now 9:25. 9:25. I think we don't have time to continue next one.
I think there's one question from the previous slides that is okay. Does it help if we chant Metta Sutta, delegate to this person so that he or she may change? I think it refer to the previous slides. Yeah.
Yeah.
About
yeah.
No. As in, I think it's referring to the person who say he saw someone lying just now. The one who asked about correcting the person in front of everyone, and not making the person lose face. I think that's the same example.
Okay, so actually, you chant Metta Sutta. If you chant Metta Sutta, sorry, phone call from somebody. You chant Metta Sutta, then if you have a peaceful mind and you radiate, we call it, you send your metta to that person, Of course, affected. But of course, if you go there and meet that person, then you deal with that person with the loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, more meaningful, more effective. Normally, of course, we if someone is not feeling well, if someone is sick and also having a lot of problem in his job or family life, we normally develop metta. Now we can chant Kelaniya Metta Sutta also. Normally we are not chanting Kelaniya Metta Sutta. We develop metta. May he or she be free from enmity and danger. May he be free from mental suffering, physical suffering. May he take care of himself happily. The way we develop metta. So we're trying to cultivate metta in our mind. Then we visualize that person. Then we develop metta to other person. Of course, it is meaningful. It is it is really beneficial. So one way or another, he will feel it. Of course, the more you have powerful metta, the more he or she can feel it. So one time, when the Buddha went to Vesali. Vesali is a small country, so they elected government. So they have an elected government. They have a parliament, no king. So they govern. Elected government. We can say the democratic government. So one day, when the Buddha go there, then the parliament decided that the people must welcome the Buddha and his disciples when they come. If somebody, if somebody absent, then they must buy $50. Let's say dollars or carbon. Then, of course, people, they welcome the Buddha, especially parliament members. They welcome the Buddha and disciples. So then, Venerable Ananda, he saw one of his former friends. So when Venerable Ananda is in merchant, he used to go to Vesali, and he has a very close friend called Roger. The Roger also welcomed the Buddha and his disciples. Then Venerable Ananda became very happy. Oh, my friend Roger became the disciples of the Buddha. He came and welcomed the Buddha and his disciples, very happy, and talked to his friend. Oh, my friend, I'm very happy. You come and see the Buddha and me. Then Roger talked to Venerable Ananda. I am not the follower of the Buddha. I came here because I don't want to give fine. I don't want to give $50. So therefore, I come and see the Buddha and disciples. Then Venerable Ananda feel very sorry for that, to hear that. Because his friend is not a disciple of the Buddha, follower of the Buddha. Then when they reach monastery, Venerable Ananda asked the Buddha, can you do something in order that my friend Roger became your disciple? Because Roger is well-known and influential, influential prince in Vesali. If he became a Buddhist, follower of Buddha, then it will be very beneficial for Sasana, Buddhism. Then the Buddha agreed. The Buddha really loving kindness, developed metta toward Roger. Of course, the Buddha metta is so strong that Roger right away come to monasteries looking for the Buddha. Where is the Buddha? Right away, the Buddha directed his metta to Roger. Then he came and meet the Buddha and tell the Buddha, you accept my offering. I will become your follower. Accept that I am your disciples, and you accept my donation. Do not accept donation of other people. So that means the Buddha metta is so strong that Roger can feel it right away, and they can. So therefore, the effectiveness of our metta, our love depends on how our metta, loving kindness, is strong in our mind. So therefore, there are some people who have a lot of loving kindness and compassion, People can feel it. People can feel it. And when we chant Kelaniya Soda, of course, it is a fatigue. It is fatigue. Okay, so now time is up. So it's time to close our discussion.